it's Patrick Tycoon Jones here, Tycoon Nation. I want to say that I love you all. I've been gone for a little bit, so I want to address the 800-pound gorilla. Been gone for a while, but now I'm back like I never left. So we're getting ready to get into it. So today's episode is actually stop wishing on a fallen star. So why in the hell would you wish on a fallen star? Something that actually lost status, lost respect, and prestige by falling from the night sky, which it at one point illuminated, and now it's gone. But yet, we feel as though it's beneficial for us to tell our deepest desires to that star that has fallen from prestige and is no longer being viewed, no longer being looked at, no longer desirable. Does that make sense? Absolutely not. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why it would make sense to you, Tycoons. So that's just a thought that I had, a budding thought that I had before we actually get into today's episode. First, define wish. So the thing about wish is I hate that term. You'll never hear me, if you're around me, you'll never hear me say, oh man, I wish this would happen. So why did I erase that from my vernacular? I'll tell you exactly why. Here's the definition. Feel or express a strong desire or hope for something that is not easily attainable, or you want something that cannot or probably will not happen. So why would I use that term in my vocabulary? That's number one. Number two, why am I actually putting it out, a word, into the ether that stands for something that cannot or probably not will happen in my life? I'll never do that because I truly feel, Tycoons, and I hope you feel the same way, but if there's anything out there that I put my mind to, I truly feel that I can achieve it. I don't think that there's anything out there that I cannot do, all right? So now, most people would look at that and say, okay, well, that's a bit narcissistic, or they would say, this dude's full of himself. But you know what? If you feel as though that it's narcissistic, if you feel as though that I'm feeling myself, you can go ahead and click out of this video. But if you feel as though that all of my videos prior and today's video is going to be beneficial, please smash the like and also send this to another individual who needs to be a tycoon. So that's that. Next, instead of wishing, what's your will? So let's think about that. Your will, your burning desire will actually push you through all of the difficult times, all of the times that you as an individual may be tested, or you get tested by a certain individual that's in your circle, by your job, by whatever it is, that you feel as though that's close to you. Whenever you go through these tests, just know your will see you through, okay? So that's important to honestly identify exactly what's your will, what's your why, and then hold on to that. And when I say hold on to that in your subconscious, and hold on to that in your immediate conscious, okay? Very important for you to do. Next, people don't want to put in the work. So that's another thing. I know there's a lot of smart, intelligent individuals. Hell, I work with a bunch of smart, intelligent individuals. But the key difference between the smart, intelligent individuals and the doers of the world? The doers actually take action. They do. They get it done. Whatever it is that they have to do, they will do it by any means necessary, as long as it's not illegal. But at the end of the day, they'll do it. That's me as well, right? If there's something that needs to be done, I'm going to do it. I don't care what I have to do. I don't care if I have to cut individuals off. I don't care if, I have to take 2 steps back to take 10 steps forward. Whatever it is, you gotta do it because we only have one life. And this one life that we live is extremely important, okay? And if you're not willing to do what it takes to get you the life that you promised yourself, then that's problematic within itself. In addition to that, if you have kids, if you have a family, if you have a wife, if you have a husband, right? It's your duty. It's your It's what you're supposed to do is go out there and be the best version of yourself, okay? So keep that in mind. Put in the work, folks. Put in the work, because once you get past that uncomfortable feeling, then the new comfort is a beautiful thing, okay? Whatever it is that you desire, you can have, but you gotta fight through it. You gotta break the shackles. And I talk about shackles all the time because, you know, we all have them. We all have them when we're growing up. People tell you that you can't do something, or you feel as though that you have some sort of limitation on your life, on your happiness. You have a limitation on how far you can go, how much money you can make, how successful you can be. And I'll tell you right now, that's a bunch of BS. The only limitations that we have are the limitations that we put on ourselves based on our limited thoughts. Okay? So keep that in mind, folks. Keep that in mind. Do the work. People don't like staying disciplined enough to see things through. Okay? So now, putting in the work, okay, and discipline. What is discipline to you? But I'll tell you what it means to me. So discipline is doing something that you know needs to be done in order to create the bigger picture in life, in the grand scheme of things, and doing it when you don't want to do it like you love it. Can you trick your mind? It may be working out. It may be making, if you're a salesperson, making an additional call. It may be compromise. Whatever it is, right? Can you do it like you want to do it when you don't want to do it? Do you have that type of discipline in your life? And if you do have that type of discipline, I guarantee you this: the time that your friends are going out and, you know, your girlfriends are going out and they're partying, no matter what age you are, right? You could be 30. It doesn't matter. You could be 40. You could be 50. You could be 20. You could be in your teens, okay? If there's a goal that you have in mind, if there's something that you want to achieve, guess what? You're going to have to say no. You're going to have to stay disciplined. You're going to have to choose you, your thoughts, and your goals over fun. Period. You're going to have to do that over TV. Sometimes over love. It's just what you have to do. Okay, now some people will hear me say love. They're going to be like, huh? That's a bit extreme. Folks, yes, sometimes you'll have to do that. Okay? It's just part of the game. Understand that. Next, passion will carry you through resistance. Now, that is 110% true. Not only will your will, but your passion, okay? If there's something that you're passionate about, you will literally figure out a way to stick a square peg through the round circle. And now just let that sink in, all right? Most people will try to jam it in, it doesn't work. But the person that has passion will say, you know what? Well, I can go over here to this cement corner and I can file down the square peg to where it will actually fit in, right? So that's the passion. That's the passion that I'm talking about. The creative passion to figure out how to navigate your way through obstacles, okay? That's the type of passion that you have to have whenever it is that you're looking to be successful in whatever it is that you're doing. I mean, you could be a music artist. Yes, I've managed music artists before. You could be a business professional. I'm a business professional. You could be starting a business, right? And whatever it may be, as long as your passion aligns with your goals, which aligns with what it is that you're attempting to start or what it is that you're doing, you're going to see yourself through, okay? So just keep that in mind. Keep your passion first. Understand that. Next, people will dream every day, but you have to wake up and you have to go get it. Now, P. Diddy actually had a segment, I believe, on YouTube. There's a video that he was talking about, hey, look, dreamer can dream all day, but at some point you got to wake up and you got to go get it. And that's what I believe in. Every day I'm awake. I'm no longer dreaming. And I'm going out and I'm getting it, right? We've dreamed and we continue to dream. But guess what? It's not really a dream. It's a systematic plan to get you, get me, get you tycoons to the next level in life. Okay, that's what it's all about. How do I reach the next level? Okay, we're here now. How do we get here? 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 I'm not trying to figure out how to go from here all the way to here without these steps in between. Keep that in mind. So you have to have a systematic approach and a systematic game plan to get you there. Okay? So the shortcut to success is simply doing the work. There's no other way. If you don't put in the work day in, day out, and then you don't work backwards from your goal, right, to trust and verify the work that you're putting in is going to lead you to that destination, okay, and not to some, undesired destination that you don't want. You have to have checks and balances, folk. If you don't have those level of checks and balances, then everything's going to crumble. It is. Or you're going to reach a level and you're going to look back and you're going to be like, I don't know how I reached it. So how can it be duplicated? It can't. It means you reached a certain level by sheer luck. So understand that you have to have a systematic approach when it comes to that, okay, in your success. Show up every day and remain committed to the life you promise yourself. I cannot tell you how important that is. There's a life that you embark on, right? There's a life that you're living today, and then there's a life that you embark on. You go out, you do the work. You may go to school. You may get your associate's degree. You say, okay, well, I like this life. This is cool, but now I need to get my bachelor's. And then now you align yourself with a 9-to-5 that is equivalent to the type of education that you have or the type of hustle, because not everyone has education, it has hustle, okay? And then you're like, you know what? I'm accustomed to that level now. Now I want to go out and get my MBA, or now I need to take my hustle to the next level, okay? So there's a life that we embark on, okay? And we have to keep that in mind every day, every decision that we make, good or bad. We must have ownership of every decision that we make. Remember, tycoons, there is no victim mentality in us, okay? And I mean that to the bottom of my heart. There's no victim mentality. Things that happen to us is because of us. Always remember that. But more importantly, always remember the life that you promised yourself, because you owe it to yourself to go out and attain that lifestyle, okay? Last but not least, okay? Always, and I mean always, stay true to the person in the mirror. Stay true to yourself, okay? And not only stay true to yourself or the person in the mirror, stay true to your goals and your aspirations in life. Because here's one thing that I do know about life. People will come and go. It's one of the hardest things to fathom, but people will come and go. Money sometimes will come and go if you don't do the right things with it. But guess what won't come and go? You going out and attaining your dreams, your aspirations, you holding true to yourself, to that person in the mirror, that will never leave you. As long as God gives you air in your lungs, that will never leave you. Everything else, you know what? It may, right? And if it does, you have to let it go. But at the end of the day, always stay true to you. Okay, tycoons? Hey, lock in with me, tycoons, because you already know I'm locked in with you. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the like. In addition to that, I got 10 other videos. Go look at those. There's so many nuggets that I'm dropping. And I will say this. If there's a fellow tycoon that doesn't know about the teaching, please send them over the video link and or the channel and tell them to subscribe. Until we talk again, tycoons, have a great day.